Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, All Good Things, and happy Saturday! Alrighty, so I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone. Alright, so I have officially been on YouTube for a full week. This is my 4th video this week. I spend Monday, Wednesday, and Friday talking about finance, and on Saturday I do a video about my other interest. So Saturday videos are gonna be about books or something about health related or travel related, culture, language, was that a word? Language related video, okay? So on today's video, we're gonna be talking about books, but I wanted to take a moment to just say thank you. So at the time I'm filming this video, I have 16 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you to all 16 of you. Thank you for liking my videos and commenting and subscribing and for watching my content. And I'm so excited to see this channel grow from 16 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers. And more. So I'm so excited. Thank you guys for starting this journey with me. And I wanted to take a moment, so thank you. Alright, so now on today's episode, we're going to do a quick review of books that I've read and that I would recommend, and books that I really enjoy. Alright, so now today's category of books, book reviews, going to be about celebrity books that I've read and loved. Alrighty, and now I started the celebrity journey last year, where I was just curious and I wanted to just kind of read celebrity books, and I went through my favorite comedians first to go through it. And now I'm gonna let you guess for a moment. So pause the video real quick. It's okay. Comment down below which celebrity book review that you think I'm gonna do. Go ahead. And I just want to see who's closest or who actually gets it. Now, I don't really follow social media. I don't really follow celebrity news. So it's not like I have that many favorites to choose from, but just curious who knows me or who's a good guesser. Alright. Commenting time is up. The first book review that I'm going to do is Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime. And I know I've talked about this before to people who know me. I love Trevor Noah, okay? I fell in love with him 2 years ago, maybe. I think I started watching his political channel it might have been, I'm not sure if I came across him politically or comedically. But he has his comedy programs on Netflix, and then he also does a political show, The Daily Show with Noah Trevor. I don't know which one of those I found first, but I found it. And I was in love, and I was like, yes, I need to know, I need to get more information on this man. And then, so when his book came out, loved it. I listened to the Audible version of this book, Born a Crime, and he goes through his life, journey, and of course it's hilarious. It's Trevor. So he has all these like little snippets and stories and just deep diving into his childhood in South Africa, where he was born and raised, and just kind of like also how he kind of like ended up in America too. I loved it. I'm gonna put a photo somewhere so you guys can see the cover of the book. But Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, definitely like 5 stars for a comedian / celebrity book. So that did not disappoint. It was really funny. It was good. Next book, alright, and so this one is, so she's a comedian. She's a comedian turned celebrity, I guess. So I saw her Netflix specials on Netflix. I'm just like, I saw her comedy specials on Netflix and fell in love. So she has 2 out right now, but Ali Wong, alright. So Ali Wong's book, Dear Girls, and it's a book she writes to her 2 daughters, and it's hella funny. They should not read it until they're older for sure, because she goes into a lot of detail, and she's just so freaking funny. Like, I was listening to the Audible version again. Also, props, I'm just gonna do a little snippet. Audible and Goodreads If you ain't on it, get on it, okay? But back to the program, okay? I listened to it on Audible and I just kept cracking. Like, I was just laughing the whole time listening to her book, and I love it. Like, I love her relationship with her husband and with her kids, and she gets like real honest about like what it takes to be a comedian, and it's just like personal story times, and it's just like, it's so her. Like, if you, okay, especially if you watch her Netflix specials and then you read the book, it's kind of like you wrote this book yourself. Like, it's so her, and I was just laughing. And it's such a quick read too. Like, both of these books too, like Trevor Noah's books and Ali Wong's book, such easy reads. Like the Audible just kept going. Like, it did not take long, maybe what, 2-3 days, and I was just like listening to it, and I just wanted to listen to it all freaking day. Like, it was one of those, I think it was last summer that I was reading this book for the first time. Unemployment hit, you know, so I was just like listening to a lot more books on Audible, and I was just like listening to it all day. Like, I remember just kind of like going about my business, listening to her book, and I was just like laughing and smiling to myself, and I was having a grand time. All right, so 5 stars for that book again. Ali Wong's Dear Girls, I loved that book. It was very good. You guys know I could not do a video and not mention Mindy Kaling. I could not, okay? I love Mindy. Love, okay? From her days from her days in The Office, to the Mindy Project. I love the show that she has on Hulu, For Weddings and a Funeral, and her show on Netflix, Never Have I Ever. Like, great writer, great producer, great actress. Love her. Like, literally everything she's in, I adore. I love her. So of course I had to read her 2 books. Okay, she has and she has a 3rd book that came out last year. I did not read it yet. I know. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna do a review once I read it, okay? But her 2 books that I've read, the first one is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me? And the second one, Why Not Me? Alright, so both of these books on Audible as well. So I read these books on Audible, and I just love her. It's such an easy read, guys. And also, like, if you appreciate Mindy's like sense of humor and her personality, like, these books, they're easy to read, okay? Easy to read. I was listening to them, in the one book, Why Not Me, I read twice. But I was just like listening to them on Audible, and I was just like, yeah, this is Mindy. And it's cute. Like, it's like cute little like tips, and just kind of like her journey too, from like starting in New York and kind of going over like on the West Coast, California, like how it was so different, like performing in New York versus California. And she kind of goes through her journey too, of like how she first got hired as a writer on the show of The Office, and how that kind of transitioned to more acting roles and etc. And then she talks about her coworkers too on The Office, all funny, positive things, and just like her journey in her life too. And I love it because when I like fall in love with someone, I just want to know more about them. So like, if I have a celebrity that I actually like, then you better believe I'm gonna read their book to try to get like an insight into their brain. And Mindy was no different. I love the books, and I cannot wait to read the book that she came out with last year as well. But yeah, I had to mention Mindy. 5 stars again. I know, 5 stars. I love them, but they really are that good, guys. Like, 5 stars for Mindy's 2 books as well. Like, quick, easy reads, and it's also just like her comedic sense too. So if you already like her, then it's like reading the book is a no-brainer. And the 4th and final celebrity for this celebrity slash comedian book review, Lupita. I have to mention Lupita Nyong'o, okay? I read her book Sulwe. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And especially like reading it like as a black girl, it's like it hits. So she wrote a children's book, okay? And she kind of goes through, so the main character, she's a really dark-skinned black girl. And you see her journey as well. So her sister is lighter skinned, and bruh, colorism, we all know racism is real. Colorism, fact, okay? don't even argue with me on that. That's a fact. And you go through the book and you see how they treat the sisters differently, one darker skin and one lighter skin, and it like goes and it just brings you back, because everybody black can relate to this, okay? And even if you're not black, you can definitely relate to the feeling of being left out or picked on, or maybe having like a more popular, prettier, whatever older sibling, and you're just kind of like feeling left out, you know, or just like discriminated against. So it kind of goes through that journey. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, and I read that book to my nieces too. I got that book from the library, read it. Usually I'm on Audible, but I wanted to like see it. I needed to see this book. So I got it from the library, I read it. I read it to all my nieces. I kept it for a few weeks just to reread it. It's a beautiful book, and I'm so glad she did that book. And it really inspired me to make a children's book one day too. So yeah, I kind of put that on my bucket list after that book. So I'm like, you know what? You did something so beautiful. The illustration, beautiful. Story, message, beautiful. And I know it's a children's book, guys, but children's books teach us the most. It really does. So I had to add that on, okay? So those are my four celebrity books. Ali Wong, Trevor Noah, Mindy Kaling, and Lupita Nyong'o. I had to rate their books. I know this was a super quick video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you were looking forward to more like in-depth, detailed book reviews, cover to cover, what I think. Or if you like kind of more of these, like, hey, these books are great, give them a chance if you haven't read them, type videos too. Alright, but that brings us to the end of the video. If you liked this content, please like and comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well for more things like this. I just like to do these books. I'm a huge reader. I'm huge on Goodreads. Okay, shout out to my friend for hooking me up, Hannah. Thank you. All right, so she's the one who got me like to do the reading challenges, and last year was my first year doing a reading challenge. I read 35 books that year, recorded everything on Goodreads, and this year my goal is the same, and I'm hitting it. Alright, so I'm gonna keep doing these book reviews. I'm thinking once a month. Alright, so thank you for tuning in, and I will be back to my regularly scheduled finance video on Monday. Alrighty.